Hi, everyone, and welcome to Youth Amplified.
A podcast that inspires, empowers, and connects. I'm Brian.
And I'm Ronna. And in the spotlight today, the road ahead. Young people share their hopes, concerns, and aspirations for the future.
We are delighted to be joined around the table today by Shayaan, Aruzhan, Yusuf, and well-respected business creative and community leader, Alberto Prias. Such an engaging panel, Ronna, so let's kick it off.
Let's do it. Shayaan, let's start with you. We live in a world that seems to change every day. What excites you most about the future?
What excites me the most about the future is the chance to solve problems of the past that have plagued the generations before us. With the advancement of technologies, AI, research, and medicine, I think the future holds the solutions to many problems that once were seemed to be very hard to solve. And I think young people like me and people my age, they want that chance to help change history, and it excites us.
Moving further down the table, Aruzhan, how do you hold on to your values while navigating a fast-changing world?
I believe that staying crucial to your core values is really important in this fast-changing world. Despite even the changing trends and everyone surrounding us change, it is important to believe in yourself and always preserve your values such as kindness, curiosity, and hard work. But by this, we can stay ourselves and don't lose ourselves in the crowd.
Great. Thank you, Aruzhan. Albie, let's hear from you. What advice would you give to other young people about embracing the world ahead?
Well, I'm so happy to see young, people like them today. And the way they talk, the way they, tell their opinions. I'm so excited. And my advice to them is probably just, keep on believing with yourselves and, getting that energy all the time because, every time things are changing. So the only thing that doesn't change is the word change because it keeps on changing. So you have to learn how to adapt for the changes, and probably that will help you get prepared for a better future. Be flexible.
Lovely. Thank you, Albie.
Now, Yusuf, what's one dream or aspiration that motivates you every day?
A dream, an aspiration that motivates me every single day is to build myself a career that is focused on helping people in my life and the society around me. For example, when I'm older, I want to be a doctor. So it is an incredibly rewarding profession. It brings you a lot of self-love, and it helps you, go home when you sleep on your bed. You feel like you've done good for the people around you. And so that's what motivates me and keeps me going every day.
Great. Thank you, Yusuf. All right, Shayaan, back to you. What's one change you'd love to see in the world during your lifetime?
One change I would love to see in the world during my lifetime is probably a world where equality isn't just something we speak about, but rather something that is implemented in daily life. Something that people experience every day, because us living in Australia, we enjoy many rights and we have a lot of equality, and I hope the same applies for many other people around the world, regardless of their age, ethnicity, race, their beliefs, or their characteristics. I hope to see a world where we're all equal.
Great.
What about you, Albie? What's something you would like to see, a change?
At the moment, the world is suffering from, different negative things, not only in Australia, but also in other countries. People are starting to look at, the bad, things in life. And what's changing probably is, what we started as traditions, the customs. Just for example, respect to elders. I've seen a lot of people not doing that anymore, and they don't care about other people anymore. That's why in the community we try to educate young people like them to maintain the traditions, the things that we learned from the past, to be compassionate, to help others, and to be more positive, and to look at things that could, help others. If we keep on doing that, then probably the world will have a better, place for us to live in for, the next 1,000 years.
Well said.
Absolutely. Such a good thought.
Yeah.
Aruzhan, like artificial intelligence is changing how we learn, how we work. Do you see AI as an opportunity, a challenge, or both?
I believe that AI is both. AI is rapidly expanding around the world. What before what seemed as unfamiliar and unknown is now embedded in our phone, and we have it every day. So rather than escaping it and trying to remove it fully, we can use it for our own advantage. Instead of letting the AI do the work for us, we can learn from it and make our lives a bit easier. But of course, still preserving our critical thinking and creativity, because if we let the AI do our work, it's gonna be harmful for us, but we can use it for our own benefits.
Yusuf, if success isn't just about grades or achievements, what else do you think matters?
Grades and achievements play a part in success, but I think it's about how you feel about yourself and the achievements that you've done at the end of the day. Because if at the end of the day, if you're doing stuff that's just based on achievements and grades, what about your social aspects of your lives? Like, for example, being kind, being compassionate to the people around you. Because at the end, it's about leaving a good legacy behind. Because people remember you for how you made them feel, not just about your achievements and your grades.
Great. Albie, was there anything you'd like to add to that?
Yeah, I just remembered that, when I was, younger, I used to do everything by hand. I was very creative. I'm still creative at the moment,
Definitely.
but more of, using, my skills. But, as technology is evolving, so probably the things that I learned when I was, younger, is already obsolete. So now I have to learn those things to, get into the what we call as the reality now. Yeah, so for me it's getting hard because if you're getting older, it takes you more time to learn those things. But for you, because things are changing, you've got a better probably more energy to learn those things.
Thank you, Albie.
Now, Aruzhan, what's the biggest fear that your generation carries that older generations often don't understand?
Because we live in a modern world, we have a lot of access to social media, and we often compare ourselves to other people. For example, back in my grandparents' day, they didn't have social media, and they, for example, compared themselves to someone in the town or a neighbor. But now we access social media and we compare ourselves to people all around the world, and we think, oh, this person achieved so much at the age of 16, I'm so behind. So I believe it's important to understand that everyone has like a different timeline in their zone, such as Malala Yousafzai won her Nobel Prize at 17, but Gandhi made his most significant protest at 61. It's crucial to realize everyone has their own pace, and you don't need to rush yourself, and just be yourself. And if you're passionate about something, just pursue it without comparing yourself to anyone, because we're all different.
Some wise words, Aruzhan. Thank you. All right, Shayaan, this is a fun one. If your future arrived tomorrow morning in a suitcase, what would you hope you'd find inside, and what would you secretly be afraid to find?
if my future came in a suitcase, then I'd probably be excited to find my memories, my experiences. I think I would like to see whether I made the most of my time or not with what I had. I know my future won't be perfect. There's going to be challenges, but things that I'm probably going to be regretting to find would be any regret. Like, for example, if I hadn't taken enough risks, if I hadn't made the most of my opportunities. Yeah.
I'm going to stay with Shayaan.
Yeah.
What kind of impact do you really hope to have on community?
I want to have a positive impact on my community by giving back to it. I want to be someone who uses their skills, their knowledge, their experience to help the people around me, inspire the people around me, provide them with opportunities and make the community a better place.
Yeah. And what about you? You want to add to that?
Yeah, I definitely agree with his point, and it's really important to foster an inclusive environment where everyone feels connected, supportive. Even we have all differences. Even for myself, I know what it's like to be not to fit in one place or like not connect with everyone else. But I believe by fostering more inclusive environment, we can bring people together and embrace our passions.
I'd like to find things and make things a little better than when I found them. So if I see a problem, I try to solve it with the skills and the abilities that I have.
Yeah.
And every act of kindness goes a long way, honestly. So helping someone, inspiring someone to take up something that they like, it will help everything. And so every action means a lot to anyone. So yeah, that's...
Absolutely. And I think we should go to Albie for the last word.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've been doing community work, since I came to Australia. And, I think I've done... maybe we say a lot already in the community, but I am still, helping the best that I can. Only that it's limited now because of my, condition. So if anyone in the community needs my help, especially in the artistic side, I would be, glad to, contribute or give anything that I can.
Great. Thank you. I think we can hear from everybody all day long, but it's time to wrap up. Thank you, Shayaan. Thank you, Aruzhan. Thank you, Yusuf. Thank you, Albie, for being with us today.
My pleasure.
And till next fortnight, let's continue to inspire, to empower, and to connect. And remember, your voice matters.